Hey y'all, and welcome to episode 20 of the Unseen Strands podcast, a crochet and fiber arts related podcast where I, your host Mo, am visually impaired and will be sharing with you strands of my life. I come to you from central Iowa, where I live with my 4 very noisy boys, my husband, my very noisy, well, one noisy cat, and another cat that you'll never probably hear, and my also very noisy dog. If you couldn't tell, this episode is full of interruptions, and, well, maybe this part won't be, because I've already re-recorded. This will be, I think, take number 5, and I give up. Hopefully, this time it'll work out enough that I can keep it, but yeah, sound interruptions, not fun stuff. But I wanted to get you guys the Cakewalk winners, so yeah. I've already recorded, or I tried to record on Friday, and that recording didn't work either. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead, skip over all the crafty content for this week, and just move on to Cakewalk and all that fun. So hopefully I can at least finish getting this recorded before the littles are up, because we're probably running right up to they could be up any second. Luckily, they went down for nap really late, so they might take a late nap, but who knows? But anyways, guys, so drum roll, please. Let's get on to the Cakewalk winners. I know my drum roll is pretty weak and pathetic, but that's what you can do with your desk. Yeah, so I decided to draw for 4 winners, and first, a round of applause for all of you that finished items for the Cakewalk Owl. And remember, if you did not win a prize here, please go check out No Catchy Name Crochet Talks. I don't think she's put up a video yet. I haven't been by my phone the last couple of hours, so I don't know if she's pulled prizes yet or recorded it. But if you entered in both places, then you do still have a chance to win from her, and you have the chance, if you entered in both places, to win from both of us. So good luck, everybody. Anyway, so I have chosen 4 people. I chose one from just the general chatter, which basically was post number 2 through 121, I think, because I knew post 1 and 122 was me. But surprisingly, I didn't draw myself for this one, so we'll go ahead and keep it. And the winner I drew for this one was post number 7, which was yarn 5,894. So congrats to you, and I believe all I'm going to do, not all, I guess winning something is better than winning nothing, right guys? So what you have won is a prize, or a pattern of your choice on Ravelry, of a value of $5 or less. I know that's not the biggest prize in the world, but that is what I'm going to go with this time for our chatter winner. And thankfully, you also were a person that had some finished objects in the thread, so that makes me feel good that that I could reward you in some way, even if it's not a very big way. Then, moving on to our 3 actual prizes, or things that, I guess one is still just like a virtual prize, as it was our pattern book from CC Almond, and that is Java Pearl Designs over on Ravelry. This is any pattern book of your choosing that she will give to you. This was actually a prize that I had won, and at that point I was not knitting, and I figured that I wasn't going to be able to use it anytime super recently, or super let's start over. I wasn't going to be able to put it to good use right away, so I went ahead and asked her if I could use it as a prize for in here, and that prize is going to entry number. Now, if you want to know what the entries were, I did a whole list in the last post of the thread, and this will be going to entry number 54, which is Jody, or Jodiah. I'm sorry, my computer screen reader says this really weird, and so Jodiah? Yes, anyways, you have won the pattern book of your choice. If you go ahead and message me on Ravelry, I will send you the link to her Ravelry store, and you can pick out anyone, and I will, if you send me the link to that, I will let her know that you have won it, and she will gift that over to you. Then for our 2 physical in the mail prizes, I have 2 winners, and I'm going to do something I've seen in a couple other places and something a little less conventional with this. I'm going to let you guys decide who gets which prize via who gets to me first. You get first pick. So you can either message me over on Ravelry, but I also have created the unseenstrands@gmail.com email. So you can contact me in either place, although honestly, your probably best bet is to go ahead and message me on Ravelry because I'm probably going to see that one first. So we had 2 people win, and of course this again was for either the Yarn Talk bag. This is a bag from Knit Picks, as well as some other goodies that will be thrown into the prize box, or prize, they'll probably be in a padded envelope, being honest. But that is one prize, and then we had a cake of candy shop yarn, and I have in the picture the Twizzlers colorway. If this colorway doesn't do you, I do have a couple others. I know that the Razzle is one that I used earlier, so I do not have that one. I do think I have Gummy Bears and a couple other ones, but I can't remember what the other 2 or so that I have are. Anyways, but our winners for that was entry number 14 and entry number 49, which is Valina Ravenlock and Odd But Avid. So congrats, guys! And those were both girls. I guess I assume you're girls. One is a Teresa. Is that Teresa of Little Trees Treasures? I don't know. That was the only Teresa I remember seeing, but I did not go through all the posters. I know she said she had posted a bunch, and so I was trying to remember people, but yeah, she won. And I was thinking, if that is you, that you were off on the east side of the country, and this person is from Minnesota, which isn't that far from me. So I was just like, I don't remember that, but I've only been listening to you for a short time, so I guess I might have just assumed that without actually knowing anything concrete. But yeah, her and Odd But Avid, or Obutavid, you both can get a hold of me and let me know if you would rather have the Yarn Talk project bag. It's a little bag. I mean, it'll fit the cake in it because it's got it in there right now. So you have that cake, or that bag, or the candy shop cake yarn. And again, a big round of applause to everyone who finished any projects. And of course, I would love to send you all something, but of course, finances, 4 boys, trying to survive. Yeah, you guys, if you followed along with my last month, yeah, you know. So yeah, that is it this year for the Cakewalk Hal. And I hope you all found lots of good ideas on ways to incorporate your cake yarns into projects that you will be making here in the next while, as I know cake yarns were all the craze last year and super popular, and then this year they've been on clearance like everywhere, especially like Walmart, and on sale all over the place. So I'm hoping that, if nothing else, if you didn't win anything, I hope you can look through the projects that were finished and pick out some ideas for things to go into our next along that will be coming up here. And speaking of our next mal going on, sorry guys, I thought of those earlier today and thought I needed to pull them out because last year I tried looking for a Jingle Bell sound effect and I couldn't find one. So I remembered today that these are in my drawer, and so I pulled them out so that I can pull them out and make a little Jingle Bell clip. This is them live in my hand, but hopefully I will just get a clip of them that I can attach to future videos. But that brings us into the Seasons of Giving Mal, which started, well, I'm recording on Monday, October 15th. So this started on Sunday, October 14th, and goes all the way until January 5th. Now, yes, I know that I'm saying this crazy holiday word already in October, but as we all know, holidays sneak up on us really, really fast. So we want to give you lots of time to prepare. As well as our holiday seasons, some start as early as needing to gift at Thanksgiving or American Thanksgiving. I guess, sorry, Canadians, we don't gift for your Thanksgiving because you already had Thanksgiving. Um, but yeah, some families, since things get so crazy and hectic, roll things into that Thanksgiving holiday, that they just do Christmas and Thanksgiving all together. Then most of us Westerners consider Christmas kind of the end date to the holidays, even though it's really just the beginning. And then a lot of other cultures do the Epiphany or Three Wise Men Day, and that's all the way towards that first end of that first week of January, which January 5th just happens to be my sister's birthday, so super easy for me to remember to close a thread the next day and draw for prizes if I can record that soon afterwards. But anyways, yeah, so the Season of Giving, this is a MAL, or I like to call Inspire Along, and why we call it this is not only do you get to do your knitting, weaving, crocheting, crafting kind of things into it, but also if you are doing service projects like filling boxes for Operation Christmas Child, or feeding the homeless, or ringing the bell for Red Kettle, donating hats to hospitals, any number of things. I'm trying to think of other things that people do all the time. Singing carols at the hospital, that would be a great one that I've done in the past. Yeah, any of those things, as long as you can provide us proof that you have done it, such as a photo of you at the event, would be absolutely fantastic. But those little things, just so we can inspire hearts of giving during this holiday season, as we know it's not all about us, it's really a community thing. So the more that we can inspire others to do things, the more happy this world gets to be. So that's why I really like to focus on this along during this period of the year. So like I said, our aim dates are October 14th through January 5th. I have added that whips can be I have added that you can have whips that are no more than basically a third done at the point of October 14th. This is just because, we have a long time still. I know it does sneak up on us, but if you really had something huge, I guess we could talk about it. And since it is service projects, some of that we don't actually make for. But yeah, I wanted to not have things that needed 2 stitches and call it done. And of course, I reserve the right to decide what counts for what entries at any point, as it is my thing and my game. So I do try to keep it as fair as possible, but things like if you're baking cookies, we like to call it 1 entry per batch of cookies, or, overall gift, not just each cookie is an entry, because yeah, I think we can all understand where I'm coming from there. And just trying to think of any other basic rules that you might need to know. But yeah, that kicked off on Sunday, and I would love for you to come over and post any, of course, finished objects / entries over on the Ravelry group. We do all chat and entries in one thread, and I have already reserved the second post to keep track of all the entries. And how I have done that is that I will just have it's labeled entries, and then I will have an update date with the last time it was updated, and then it will just have, like the Cakewalk Cal, it'll just have a list of entries and post numbers, so that you can kind of follow along and make sure that you're getting counted. And of course, at any time, if you have any questions, feel free to just reach out to me either via private message, or go ahead and just leave a message in the chatter, and of course I will get back to you as soon as I can. Oh yes, and you probably want to know about prices for this. Like I said, or I hope I did, because again, I've recorded this 5 times now, and I'm thinking I might have forgot to kind of put in some of my catchy little phrases with this recording. But this along is to inspire hearts of giving, and to do so, I would like to reward you for doing your giving. And right now, I don't have any concrete prizes on hand already. Well, no, that's not true. I do have a couple mini skeins of yarn that I have bought from Queen's Yarn Boutique. And there's probably other things I will pull out from my stash of things. But right now, I don't have too many hard items for you, but I'm sure as the next couple months go along, we will get a few more things in for you. So anyways, guys, if you liked this episode, I hope you hook the like button and subscribe. Talk to you later.